but it will probably be quicker for me in the long run, so I wasn't doing this on my own today. If I had the kids here, I'd do it the hardest way possible. Of my kind of yearly jobs, this is what I'm really keen to keep on top of, is my little bit of Willow Coppice. It's not huge, but you can see the different years' growths down there. And we've got this up here now, and I'm guessing this is about 10 years old, some of this. There are some gaps in this one, so I might try and plant some of them up. So normally I log it up as I go. I'm not going to do that this time. I'm going to cut it down to some long rounds that I can kind of move easier. I take it back over to the house, and if I want to log it up, I can log it up. If I want to use it for stuff, I can use it for stuff. Okay, it's not got much longevity to it if you use it outside, but it's fine timber for a temporary job. So I'm going to go five trees deep, I think is what I've done on all the others, and get this section down. But full safety gear. I'm going to chuck the brash over into the field, because I've got a load of brash out there from the hawthorn and blackthorn that I felled, the little bits and pieces. So I figure I'm going to chip it all up. So I might as well put the willow stuff out there as well. I can do it all in one go then. Save jumping over the fence all the time. Now last time I got told off for felling above my shoulder, which I know is bad. But it saves spread it over a lot. But I will try to be better this time, and I'm going to fell them like proper little trees. I'll do this a bit of a slower way, or it seems slower, as I'm going to tidy up as I go. But it will probably be quicker for me in the long run, so I wasn't doing this on my own today. If I had the kids here, I'd do it the hardest way possible. Okay, that's 2 rows done. Gives me a bit of space to work now. 3 more rows to go. There's a couple of trees missing, and there is some deer damage, especially with my young ones actually. Not seen such a lot of damage before. I guess it's the little muntjacs we keep seeing around here. Don't really know how you can get rid of them without shooting them. They're quite near to a footpath. So, doesn't mean we can do that really. I don't know if there's any deterrents we could use, but most of them don't really work Let's cut down some more of these. Dull. Chain come off. Often get asked with this battery saw, how much will it do? Well, you can see it's produced that much brash, and we've cut down that many small trees on 2 6-amp batteries. It's just gone flat now. I've got 2 trees left, typical. Just 1, 2, and some of this blackthorn I want to cut up as well. So it means I've got to go back and get 2 more batteries. But the battery on the camera is also going for that. It's about the same. Okay, so there we go. Section cleared, and then going back to 1-year growth, 2-year growth, 3-year growth. So that's 4 lots done. The 5th one to be done next year, which is a tiny bit bigger. I think I'll put in another row in that one. Now I'm going to leave these long for now to decide what I'm going to do with them. You can see there's a good pile, all fairly large diameter. So it might get used for some building projects, might get cut up for firewood, but there's no point in kind of deciding until I know. I'm not short on firewood, that is for sure. So we'll leave it as that, but we'll probably get it over back by the house. The brash, this time I'm going to chip it, and we'll use that to mulch some areas, and maybe down between my fruit tree rows, I can mulch around the trees, try and keep the weeds down a little bit there. I think would work really, really well. Normally, next year's job would be to thin out last year's regrowth. As you can see, some of these have done really well, some haven't. And I'm thinking I'll leave it another couple of months yet, get a bit nearer the spring, not too near obviously, but then it gives it the opportunity then, if there is any deer damage, I'm not kind of thinning it down and then it's going to get damaged. So we'll leave it as long as we can, and then we'll think about thinning it out down to the 3 stems that I want to leave. Same with the next lot over. They'll leave it till the end of February, kind of beginning of March, and then look at thinning these out. There's no point doing it too soon, and it's only probably like an hour's work to go through these with secateurs and a little pruning saw, so it's not a huge job. Got a few apple trees chucked in amongst it. The idea was that on the rotation, every 5 years, you get a decent crop of apples. So we'll prune this one, and then hopefully we'll get some cider apples off that tree there. But yeah, I'm always quite impressed by how much you get off it. I do think a battery saw is probably the way to go with this. Nice and quiet. You know, used a couple of batteries, but you haven't had to leave a saw going all the time because you're not using the saw that much. It's not like you're hogging through logs. I'd say it's well worth putting in some strips of willow. Like the old John Seymour's 5-acre plan. Down this one side it had some newly planted timber, and I think he had conifers, but hey, this stuff keeps coming back, it's all good. I've got some western red cedar over there I'm not sure what I'm doing with yet as well actually, which I planted a few years ago, so maybe we'll look at that this year as well. So yeah, if you've enjoyed this, thanks for watching. I'm sorry it's a kind of a repeat every year of doing the willow coppicing. It's kind of what it is, but it's kind of a nice job, quite therapeutic, and yeah, we'll see you next time. See you guys.